"Make my son talk and I will adopt you," said the millionaire. The crowd thought he was joking. The poor girl standing in front of him did not laugh. She only looked into the quiet eyes of his little boy. Something inside her whispered that this moment could change her entire life. Viewers, stay with this story until the end. You will discover a truth that might change your heart today. Also remember to like this video and subscribe for more powerful real-life stories that touch the soul. Her name was Amina. She was 15 and living in a small, worn-out house on the outskirts of the city. Her father was gone for years. Her mother washed clothes for people to earn a little money. Amina worked after school helping children with learning difficulties. She did it not for money, but because she believed every child deserved to feel understood. One afternoon, her school teacher told her about a charity event in a luxurious hotel. Wealthy business owners would gather to sponsor children in need. The teacher thought Amina could volunteer because she knew how to handle children gently. Amina agreed happily. She did not expect that this event would turn her world upside down. Inside the grand hall, she saw chandeliers like shining stars. She felt small among people who wore expensive clothes and spoke with confidence. Then she noticed a boy sitting alone in a corner. He looked 7 or 8 years old. His eyes stared at the floor. His hands clutched a small wooden toy. No one was talking to him. A woman whispered to Amina that the child was the son of a famous millionaire named Mr. Rashid. His wife had passed away 2 years earlier. Since then, the boy had not spoken a single word. Doctors had tried everything. Therapists failed. The child's silence broke his father's heart. Mr. Rashid was known for power and money, yet he could not buy his son's voice. Amina slowly walked toward the boy. She sat beside him quietly. She did not ask him anything. She simply placed a folded paper crane, which she had made earlier, on the ground near his toy. The boy looked at it, surprised. She smiled softly, then made another small origami figure. This time it was a tiny frog. He watched every move. His eyes widened when she made the frog jump. The boy lifted his toy car and rolled it toward the frog. Amina giggled. The boy stared at her, like happiness felt unfamiliar but welcome. It was the first time he had shown interest in anyone there. Mr. Rashid noticed. He rushed toward them. "Who are you?" he demanded. His voice sounded strict, filled with pain rather than anger. Amina stood up nervously and explained that she was only a volunteer. Mr. Rashid stared at his son, who seemed calm and connected with her. This was something he had begged God for every single day. "Make my son talk and I will adopt you," he said loudly, as if the whole room needed to hear it. People gasped. They assumed it was an impossible task. The boy had not spoken in years. Why would he talk now? Why would a millionaire adopt a poor girl just because she tried to help a child? Amina did not feel afraid. She knelt back down and whispered to the boy. She did not force him. She did not pressure him. She asked, "Can you show me your favorite thing?" The boy pointed at his toy car. She nodded and asked him to bring it to his father. The boy hesitated. His hands trembled slightly. Amina gently placed her hand on his shoulder. "You are brave," she whispered. He slowly walked to Mr. Rashid and put the car in his father's hands. Tears filled the man's eyes. He picked up his son and held him tightly. The hall became silent. For a moment, hope returned. Then disappointment followed because the boy still did not speak. Mr. Rashid sighed and turned away as if the dream had ended too soon. Amina felt sad for him. She decided she would not give up on that child. She visited the mansion the next week after gaining permission. Mr. Rashid gave her a chance only because his son seemed to like her. Each day she came, she brought more paper shapes and taught the boy how to make them. Little by little, the child smiled more often and hugged her when she arrived. Still, he did not speak. Mr. Rashid watched silently from a distance. He admired Amina's patience. He asked her once why she cared so much. She answered with tears in her eyes. "My younger brother died because he could not talk about the pain he felt inside. I do not want any child to suffer alone like that again." Her words entered his heart like a seed growing roots. Months passed. Amina became part of the boy's world. One night there was a storm. Thunder shook the windows. The boy cried and hid under his blanket. Amina ran to his room and hugged him. The boy buried his face in her arms, shaking badly. "You are safe. I am here. No storm will harm you." Amina spoke with confidence. She stroked his hair gently. The boy clung tighter. Then a small voice trembled through the silence. "Mama." Amina froze. Mr. Rashid, who had come behind the door, gasped sharply. He pushed the door open in shock. "Say it again," his voice cracked. "Say anything." The boy looked at his father and whispered, "Mama left because of me. I am sorry." Both Amina and Mr. Rashid fell to their knees, hugging him tightly. They cried together. The boy had spoken. The pain he held hidden for years finally came out. It was not his fault. He was a child who lost the person he loved most. Mr. Rashid thanked Amina with a heart filled with gratitude. He remembered his promise. "Make my son talk and I will adopt you." He told her he wished to give her the best life, a beautiful home, education, a bright future. Amina's eyes filled with tears, but she shook her head. "My place is with my mother. She needs me. I cannot leave her alone." Mr. Rashid could not argue with that. He admired her loyalty. Instead, he said he wanted to sponsor her education and provide support for her mother. He promised to treat Amina like a daughter of the family, even if she stayed in her own home. He offered her a chance to continue helping his son as long as she wished. Amina agreed only if the boy continued learning to speak without fear. She wanted him to grow strong and confident. The boy nodded and held her hand like she was his lucky star. From that day forward, Amina became known as the girl who brought a child back from silence. She studied child psychology to help other children who struggled to express their emotions. Mr. Rashid funded a center under her name where children received love instead of judgment. Years later, the boy spoke in front of a large audience at the opening ceremony of the new center. He looked at Amina and said clearly, "You taught me to talk. You taught me to live. You are family no matter where you stay." The crowd stood up and applauded. Mr. Rashid cried again, proud of both of them. The message of this story is powerful. Family is not always by blood. Love can heal the deepest wounds. Patience can break the strongest silence. No matter how poor or forgotten you feel today, your kindness can transform the world tomorrow. If this story touched your heart, show your support. Like this video right now and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another inspiring story that reminds you how powerful love can be.